Tell us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about your district.
Okay, I represent 7B, which is the western half of Duluth. I grew up in West Duluth and then graduated from Morgan Park. My father and grandfather were steel workers at the steel mill till that closed in '73. Um, I got my degree from St. Scholastica and then my master's from the University of Wisconsin. And I've been involved in DFL politics since I was 18 years old.
And what led you to run for state representative?
Well, that's an interesting story. Actually, it started about a year before that. I was upset with my city councilor who referred to my neighborhood as that neighborhood in a derogatory way. And so I gathered people together to try to find someone, and they selected me. And I kind of became the reluctant candidate, but we did it. And I found that I enjoyed the council. And it just, when Yvonne Pretner-Solon decided to run for lieutenant governor, it just opened things up. I got a lot of phone calls from constituents and groups that had supported me, asking me to run, and there we are.
Well, if you could offer up the first bill of this session, what would it be?
I think it would be a jobs bill. The economy is so much wavering right now, and people at home are hurting, and we need to get people back to work. So I think that would be something I would do.
When the end of session finally rolls around in May, what will determine whether or not you have been a successful legislator?
I think being in the minority, it'll be whether the cuts I think are fair and just, who bore the brunt of the pain. When I was campaigning, I always talked about it needs to be fair and it needs to be just, and those aren't always the same. So I'm going to look out for working people and poor people.
If you could sit down and have a conversation with anyone living or deceased, who would it be and what would you talk about?
I think it would be my dad. I grew up every day. My dad was a World War II vet. He was in charge of landing craft in the South Pacific, so he was at just about every major event in the Pacific Theater. And I grew up listening about Franklin Delano Roosevelt and Harry Truman and Hubert Humphrey. I think I talked to my dad about what was because he instilled in us, you do the right thing. And so it would be him if he was here today.